Fools believe that truth means absolute. And I am disappointed about a strong-willed people as Jamaicans and others globally, so trapped in this futile illusion that creates conditions for interference and control of bodies, souls, and minds. Most people are reconditioned, distracted into a passive and subjective mind frame, giving up their God within them, that objective, critical, divine Christ in man. Welcome to the Bulletin Board, where truth meets urgency. This is your space for bold commentary on the stories shaping our world, especially the ones they'd rather you ignore. From Jamaica to the heart of Africa, we break down the issues, challenge the narratives, and speak truth with no apology. Evil reigns where opinion becomes universal law, the tyranny of moral assumption. There's a sickness in the culture, a kind of moral colonization, where people believe their personal standards are divine commandments. A woman gets a massage. Her partner reacts. And suddenly, the world becomes judge and jury, deciding who's wrong based on their own discomfort, not the couple's agreement. But let's get this straight. In personal relationships, there is no universal code, only compatibility. Was the relationship reserved and conservative? Then maybe the massage crossed a line. Was it open, expressive, or even polyamorous? Then maybe it didn't. The point is, you don't know, unless you were him or her. By the time you start ascribing wrong or right to other people's preferences, you crossed that line. Go mind your own business. And unless you're in that relationship, you don't get to decide. This is the madness of moral projection, where people confuse their upbringing, their religion, their discomfort with truth. But truth in personal affairs is not absolute. It's relational. It's agreed upon. It's contextual. If you can't get this, maybe go jump in a lake and leave humanity to advance in peace, without interfering, primitive people like you. People, let's stick a pin here. If you are watching this video up until now, please help by clicking the like button, sharing this if you know someone you would love to share this light with, and do subscribe and hit the notification bell to join this Bulletin Board family. Now, let's get back to business. You eat pork as a Pentecostal? Fine. You eat pork as a Seventh-day Adventist? That's a violation of your own code. Same act, different meaning. Because morality without context is just noise. So now we discovered that truth is not always just to say wrong or right in concrete. We must know to recognize when truth depends on perspective, dynamic, dimension, or circumstances. Sometimes hot can be too cold. Did you know that? And this noise is not harmless. It's the same noise that fuels gossip, judgment, and even violence. It's the same noise that says, she's bad, without knowing her story. It's the same noise that turns opinion into oppression. It is that noise that fuels the possession of the world, and these children of gods, by the destructive and parasitic demons, now to fall from their high places. So new voices are here, to remind you what your soul knew was always true. Old voices, from the ancients, in this time, are new to you but not for too long. This mindset, this obsession with imposing belief, is not just ignorance. It's a Western export, refined through centuries of religious conquest, colonial law, and cultural arrogance. What happens when they that never knew better become the teachers, the lawmakers, and standard bearers, my people? Their devil's philosophies teach people to interfere, to dominate, to assume that their way is the way. And that's not righteousness. That's control dressed up as concern. That's interference. That's a lack of peace with mankind and with the universe. Can you realize that it breeds prejudice? A woman getting a massage does it on the basis of her own standards, as one with her partners. Only they can pass a judgment based on their beliefs. Not you shouting on the top of your voice trying to fix them your way. If you do not see the bias, the evil prejudice in that, then you can go and jump in a lake, and leave humanity to raise up from the spiritual dead and back to the road of righteousness, honesty, and justice in peace. Let us learn to coexist, and not to interfere as the Western culture conditions us to do. Start by trying to mind your own business. So let's be clear, compatibility is the only moral compass in a consensual relationship. If two people agree on their boundaries, that's their truth. If they don't, they part ways. But no outsider has the right to impose their personal and external discomfort as law. Until we learn this, evil will continue to reign, not because people are doing wrong, but because others are too eager to play God.